Virtual reality on your Nintendo Switch. So this isn't going to be the experience you're going to get with the Oculus Rift. Liken it more to something like the Samsung Gear VR or virtual reality on your mobile phone. But considering it's just got a 720p screen, it actually looks really good when you're wearing this. So the image is split between the left eye and the right eye. And it feels pretty immersive when you're using it. So Nintendo could be looking into something like 3D videos, for example, or if they were to strap a Joy-Con on the side, this is a gyroscope in, so it'd be quite easy then to do 360-degree games and films where, for example, you move down, it moves down, look up, looks up, left, right, etc. So it wouldn't be very powerful because obviously the Nintendo Switch is not as powerful as the PlayStation Pro or the other proper VR headsets out there. But you could still have a lot of fun just with some very simple games. Now you might already be aware that you can get a USB Ethernet adapter for your Nintendo Switch dock, so when you're playing it on TV mode you will get a good Ethernet signal rather than relying on the Wi-Fi, which is great when you're doing things like online multiplayer on Mario Kart. But what you might not be aware is that you can also make this work in tabletop mode as well. So if we unplug it from the dock, and if we get ourselves again this USB-C on-the-go cable, the OTG cable, and we're going to plug it into the bottom of the Switch, like so. Now, this will be great for those people that don't have a TV. So you've got your Nintendo Switch, but you don't have a TV, but you want the reliability of a Ethernet connection. So all we've got to do is plug that into there, and what you'll find is, if we zoom up into the right-hand corner, you can see now that it's gone over from Wi-Fi to an Ethernet connection. So let me just unplug that to show you it disappearing. So if I unplug that there, you will see now it's gone back to wireless, and when I plug this back in again, give it a few seconds and it will go to Ethernet. Right, now you don't just have to do the Ethernet connection there. Let's say if you wanted to use a wireless keyboard or a wired keyboard, what you can do is you can plug a little USB hub into that on-the-go cable. So I'm going to unplug that there now, plug in the hub, and now I'm going to plug the Ethernet cable back into there. So now we've got a little wireless transmitter for the keyboard and the Ethernet cable plugged in. Now again, you can see the Ethernet cable symbol has come up again, just next to the battery symbol, but yet now we will also have the keyboard working as well. So go to edits just to show you some text. Right, so now it says enter text. So rather than having to use the touch screen up there, what I can do is just use the keyboard. Yeah, and you can see it's all working. Using the Nintendo GameCube controllers on the Switch. So for this you need a GameCube controller adapter for Wii U and PC, and you need to download a driver from your PC on the internet onto it. And this will enable you to use the GameCube controllers as a Pokemon controller. So you're going to have limited use on what you can do. But games where D-pad act the same as the left analog stick, then it will work fine. So for games like Mario Kart it works, and also the Neo Geo games, most of them should work, and games like Street Fighter. So here we have a third-party one, and on the third-party ones you can do things like turbo. So for example, if I was to hold down turbo and then this button here, every time I press this button it's the same as tapping it a load of times. So you can just hold it down and then it's the same as repeatedly pressing it, which could be handy in games like Street Fighter and also maybe Neo Geo games where you're constantly wanting to fire all the time.